Okay, welcome back. I'm Cappadocia. Welcome back to Sky Factory 5. We're carrying on with the block here. I've done one more of these, the glow skelly. We're up to 3 of that in there. We did, however, get our first hat bag. A swimmer cap. Apparently it goes on my head. Oh, there we go. No, I don't think so. That's definitely not me. Now, what can we do with this? Okay, so we can just clip it down into scraps. Okay, that works. So, we're going to try and find something a bit better. Bit better. Okay. Now, I have noticed that some things are coming through, but some things aren't. So, occasionally we'll get drops in there, occasionally we won't. So, we just need to keep an eye on it. But, what we're going to do, we're going to get a couple of upgrades for the Mob Masher here. So, we need some redstone. Are you getting there? Come here, you. Right. And it's gold nuggets, so let's get... We need about 40 of these. There we go. And we're going to need about 40 swords, so 40 sticks as well. Of which we have 2. And we are running out of wood. This is fairly dramatic. Well, we've got a big block of orange dye in there. Well, that should be in with the rest. There we go. Okay, do we have sticks? There we go. Right, okay, so we just need a few more sticks. We should be able to mix these back together. 8 more. 8 more. 8 more. 1 more set of sticks. There we go. Now we need a bit more iron. We're going to need 80 iron because we need to make 46 because we're going to basically fully upgrade it straight to maximum damage. And it's raining. Yay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and halfway there. Two, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and home. There we go. So now, if we open this just a smidge, just a fraction, should be able to get in here and go bloop. And now the Mob Masher will really do some damage against just about anything that gets in there. And let's have a quick look, see how quickly it gets rid of something. So let's do blazes, bone spider. Yeah, let's do bone spiders. Why not? I've never seen a bone spider, so let's have a look. Ah. Okay. We'll be fine as long as A, we don't do that, and B, they don't start climbing the goddamn walls. They're quite cool looking, but they're trying to get away, aren't they? Are they going underneath the Mob Masher? No. That's good. Good. They didn't survive the whole thing. That's good news. And I need to eat. I also realised I'm an idiot and I put a torch above the, up here rather than a lever. Which was a bit dumb. Okay, just a couple of seconds longer. Well, that was a lot quicker. Purple. And we get our bone spider. And we're going to close the door. Can't stop the wet, unfortunately, which is annoying. Okay. So. We need to start cracking on with a few bits here. We need to get some printers up and running. We need to get a better power system. There's lots of things we need to do. Okay, so one of the things we're definitely going to need, because I want to start using Magmatic, we're going to need to make some Invar. Now, we can make that in here. We just need nickel, which is... more nickel. Right, so we should be able to make nickel. Zinc. Nickel. There we go. Right, let's grab some of that. So what I want to do is start mass producing bone meal, which we can do, not too difficult. Basically to get a fair few of these along here. And then basically just begin pumping lava out of these. Stone in, lava out is the plan. Well, our little cobblestone generator is not going to keep up with that demand, but it may get there. Have we had anything else spawn in here yet? Hello? No, nothing. At the moment, I'm pretty sure it's only zombies that are on. Yep. There we go. So, the only thing that should spawn in there right now is zombies. And it is the only place they can spawn. So we don't need to worry about them too much. So, once the nickel is done, which it should be soon, in fact if it's not done already, I will be surprised. Nickel. And it's 1 nickel for 2 iron. So, we're running low on a bit low on iron. We'll have to make some more in a minute. Okay. In you go. And I do want to get some creosote ovens, coke ovens up fairly soon. The reason being, coke ovens are actually really useful. The ones from Immersive Engineering, basically all it takes is, it takes coal, this stuff, and turns it into 2 fuels. No. No, the foe does not suit me either. Okay, we have our first piece of leather. So, where is this eccentric tomb? There it is. So we need a book and a bloody bookshelf. Alright, so we need much more leather than we've got. Not doing that. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is make something I can toss later. Because it's fine. I don't mind if things don't hang around for long. One of them. Do I have any proper cobble up here? Who the hell's texted me now? Okay, so we're going to need a blast furnace to get steel, unless there's another way. Steel ingot. Now, the only way to get that is to crush steel. So, it is going to be the blast furnace route. Ah, induction smelter. That's the other way. Now we're making invar, that we can actually do. So, we could... Right, can we get any flux stacks? Lead, redstone and glass. We should be able to do that. There's no reason why we shouldn't. Do we have any lead? Is now the question. Yes. Redstone and a bit of glass, which we already have. There we go, make one of them. Do I have... Yes. There you go. Okay, let's go quickly check in here. This is going to be a regular thing, just quickly popping in. Loads of stuff. And another throw. No, I didn't want to put the throw on. Large horns. Now, I was assuming there would be an arm slot or something somewhere for this, but apparently it's a curio. But apparently I now have a zombie left arm. Okay, that works. Right. The pallet. Not sure what to do with that, but okay. We will figure it out together. Although if anyone does know how the pallet actually operates, let me know. Because I have no clue whatsoever. Right, anyway, induction smelter was the next thing. Right, so we need sand, we need invar, we need a blast furnace and a machine frame. Because, yep. Right, invar, sand. And we need a little bit more iron. I'm just going to make some more iron here because we are running out. There we go. 2 more lumps of iron. That's really good. Right, let's go get... because I haven't caught any. Let's go get some. There we go. Iron nuggets. Just what the doctor ordered. 2 of them. 1 of them. I haven't got any tin. That's not helpful. Tin. So I'm going to sleep through this weather. Right, 1 of them. Now I just need some iron. So let's go empty my inventory down here. Empty all the metals out. And a blast furnace. So yeah, I just need some iron. There you go. All of you can go in there, and you. And the blast furnace, iron. Yeah. Okay. So one of them. Let's take one of these, run it through. There you go. Grab one of them. In you go. There you go. And we are going to start needing to use some of this sand now. Let's grab a couple of stacks and go pump it through stuff. Preferably ones that we're using. Grey, not really. Light grey, definitely. Brown, yeah. White, we will be using you soon. Yeah, why not? Blue, not really. Black, yes. We will be definitely using you soon. So there we go. Yeah, cooked stone. Smooth stone. Stone. And now just 2 bits of sand to complete it. There we go. Induction smelter. Right, now to make steel in this thing we need iron, which we have, and coal. Induction smelter. Coke. So we're going to need a coke oven. Did say I was probably going to need one of these soon. So that's just clay, bricks, and sandstone. Yeah, we can do that. No, can't do it now. Okay. There we go. That should do enough for the minute. Okay, so it makes 3. So you need 9. You need 27. So we need 27. That's 26. Gonna need. No, we don't need 27, do we? We need. Hang on, what's that? 9. Never mind, eh? You belong in there. You belong in there. You get in there. You get in there as well, but don't need you. That'll do for now. Okay. So I'm going to need 36 of these. And 30. Not even 30, 36 more of these, aren't there? Yeah. There we go. And we're going to cook half of them. And we're going to need my hammer. That hammer, specifically. Okay, we're going to put the sand back now. Do. Come on. I've already got bricks in here. I'm not going to be. I already have loads. Right. Coke brick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to put it right here. 3, 3, 3. Okay, now this setup I personally really like. It's not the fastest, but it does have the charm of being free. So essentially, now that's in there, I won't need to touch that again. Eventually, what I really want is just to be able to automate it so that it fills itself with potato. Okay, I'm going to want that. Essentially, what I want eventually is so that it just continually fills itself. That's the plan. With Coke, it just keeps itself coked up. That's all I want. And then, so keep it pouring up with coal, pump out creosote into tanks. Creosote, one, makes a really nice wood. Second of all, it burns as a fuel. And coal coke, I mean, if you take a look, it has this stuff here. If you put it into fuel, it'll spell 16 items, which is double what coal is. So essentially, you're turning 1 coal into 2 coal, plus creosote, for nothing but time. And for me, that sounds like a good bargain. Creosote also makes, my opinion, one of the best looking building materials in the game. So all you need is planks, creosote oil, blip, 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 and it'll do it. And it's, yeah. I love the stuff. I prefer it to coal in just about every way, just purely based on the fact that it is just so much better. Something stuck in my mouth then. Right, there we go. First bit of steel. I mean, eventually we'll get a blast furnace up. And again, all it literally just takes time. But you also get the benefit of getting slag with the second one. I think it's... Yeah, when you cook steel in the blast furnace, I'm sure it is slag as you get. There's an easy way to find out. No, recipe. Recipe. Oh, for that. Yeah, you get slag. And slag, you can use to make concrete, fertilizer, slag bricks, which look pretty good to be fair. They're not bad. These to make dirt, florbs. Yeah, and you can cook it to make either sand in wool in a blast furnace or slag glass, which you need to make the HV relay wires to transfer heavy voltage around the place, well, high voltage electricity around the place. And for creosote itself, no, that's biodiesel. We'll get to that. Creosote oil. You can also put it in compression dynamo, and it generates 20 RF per bucket. So it's 20,000 RF per bucket. Excuse me. So yeah, it really is just. There's no reason not to. My wife goes nuts because she always like, oh, why do you keep on using that? What there really is no reason not to. I mean, I can't think of any good reason why I would use coal over coal coke. Even in the Stirling Dynamite, it will burn for twice as long. It produces the same amount of energy per tick, but burns for twice as long. So you're producing double the amount. So why would you not? Yeah? Just need a little bit more. Alright, let's make another coke oven. Why not? Bloop, bloop. Yep. Let's go make another coke oven. I mean, they're only cheap. Eventually we'll move them, and we'll have them in a better spot. Probably just build a big ass tank down here for it, but I like creosote oil. I love the treated planks, and I like the fact it's, like I said, turns coal into 2 fuels. So Why would you ever not? Yeah, 20,000 RF. If you look at so biodiesel, in the same thing, 680 RF per bucket. But this stuff is a lot easier to make. And I'm making loads of it. Well, making a bit of it just here. See, already got some. So there's no reason why you shouldn't. Coke, more Coke brick. There we go, 9 of them. And to be fair, I may even just leave these here. And the thing as well, obviously, is with creosote, it's not. I know it's not the greatest fuel if you're going to burn it like that, but it is a byproduct. It's not what you're aiming to get. You're after the coal coke. So to gain a secondary fuel out of that, it's so useful and it's really good. Right, we need black. Black dye. Do we have anything more? No, let's go have a quick peek in here. Yep. Well, that was dumb. Yep, that was dumb. Mark that down on Cat being an idiot. Right. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. We are going to start to need to build a tank at some point soon. But hey ho. All we'll do is we'll build an input and an output, and we'll get that sorted at some point. And what I want to do as well, waypoints, remove that. I don't want that waypoint there anymore. It annoys me. One of them in there. One of them in there. And now this we're going to need because we're going to need to start making heavy engineering blocks. So we're going to need a table. The engineer's table. We're going to need to start making all sorts of different machines because basically we're going to need to start getting into immersive now, immersive engineering. So we're going to build a big ass factory somewhere, probably just over here, and that'll be, we'll build like a big old workshop in there, and we'll see where that takes us. But anyway, I'm going to keep pounding this out for now. Just keep grinding this out, and we'll see how much I get done by the time we come back. So again, thanks for your time. And for the minute, I've been Cappadocia. Signing off.